My wife, Tara, had always been blunt about what she wanted. So when she said, "I want to open our marriage," I didn't hesitate. I agreed. At the time, I thought it was just her way of exploring something new. I never imagined it would turn into the most unexpected lesson in my life. For the first few weeks, I didn't pursue anyone. I wanted to respect the boundaries we'd set, and honestly, I wasn't looking for anyone. Tara, however, was already making plans, dating apps, social events, and all the freedom she had been craving. Then I met her. Clara. She wasn't just anyone. She was thoughtful, funny, ambitious, and had a way of making ordinary moments feel extraordinary. Our conversations flowed like we had known each other for years, and the more time I spent with her, the more I realized I hadn't been experiencing life fully before. We started seeing each other quietly, keeping it respectful but intentionally meaningful. Every dinner, every walk, every laugh felt like a revelation. For the first time in months, I felt seen, not for who I was expected to be, but for who I actually was. Meanwhile, Tara began to notice the change. I was happier, more confident, more engaged with life. I wasn't desperate, clingy, or trying to meet her approval. I was living, and living well. One evening, Tara confronted me. "You're different," she said, trying to keep her voice casual. "I don't know what's happening, but you're not the same. And honestly, it's frustrating." I smiled. "I'm just enjoying life, Tara. You said we were opening things up. I'm honoring that." Frustration gave way to curiosity. She asked questions about Clara, about our outings, and about the little things that made me happy. And I answered, honestly but with boundaries, never gloating, never crossing respect. By the third month, Tara's composure began to crack. She called me late at night, her voice shaky. I don't like this. I didn't expect. I didn't know you'd find someone special." I listened calmly. I could feel the shift, the realization that opening the marriage had consequences she hadn't considered. That freedom she wanted for herself also allowed me to discover happiness elsewhere. "I'm not leaving anyone," I said gently. "I'm just living my life. You made the choice to open this marriage, and I'm respecting it. That's all." Tara was silent for a moment, and then, quietly, almost pleading, "But, can we stop this? I want you. I want us." I didn't realize what I was giving up. I leaned back, considering her words. For 6 years, I had tried to meet her needs, often at the expense of my own. And now, finally, I was the one she wanted, because I had chosen myself first. "I can't go back," I said softly. "I'm happy. I found something real. You opened the door, Tara. This isn't about punishment. It's about choice." She lowered her gaze, the realization settling in. She had wanted freedom, but freedom isn't about controlling the outcome. It's about living with consequences, for everyone involved. In the weeks that followed, Tara tried to rebuild some connection, to find a new balance. Some conversations were difficult, filled with awkward apologies and awkward silences. But I stayed true to my path. I didn't lash out, I didn't gloat. I simply lived honestly and fully. Eventually, she came to accept that the marriage she had opened had changed everything, not just for me, but for both of us. And in that acceptance, we found a kind of understanding. The best part? I didn't win by forcing anyone to regret their choices. I won by choosing myself, by embracing honesty and happiness, and by showing that true respect sometimes comes from letting life take its natural course. And when Tara finally looked at me, the regret in her eyes wasn't bitter, it was a quiet acknowledgement. The person she wanted to control had finally chosen freedom, and in doing so, found someone really special.